Okay, I think I'm live. This part always takes a second for me to find out where everybody is and make sure we're all in the right spot. So I put over in the comments part to make sure you shout out and let me know that you guys are all ready. I think last time it worked out that you can still comment in the Squee Party versus having to hop over to YouTube, but I put the link on here just in case for some reason it stops working within the party. Then you can go ahead and click that link if you need to. So it sounds like everybody can see me. Yay. Okay. So I got to read my little sticky notes so I don't forget anything. Thank you for letting me know that you can see me. So I'm glad I'm in the right spot and everybody's here. Thank you for joining me. I know it's a holiday weekend, so I hope I'm not interrupting family time or fireworks, or maybe we'll get done before it gets dark. So then we'll still get to go see fireworks outside. Okay, so I just want to review how the bingo works. Remember, you sent me 5 numbers in random order. So as I draw a number, I'm going to show that book, and you'll just check off your number as you go. So it doesn't need to be in a row. It doesn't have to be called in that order. Just check them off. And once they're all checked off, go ahead and comment bingo in the Squee comments here so everybody can see it. And I will pick at least 2 bingo winners. There's so many people here, so hopefully we'll be able to have more than that. So that'll be really fun. So I will show off the coordinating book. We had, if you saw in that last comment, there was over 200 brand new books. So during the bingo, I only am able to pick 20 books. That's what fits in my little table. So obviously I don't have every single book to show you, but hopefully you were able to look at everything in that last video, and it kind of shows all of the different things that we have that are new. I wanted to highlight, usually when I pick out the new books, when there's so many, I want to pick out ones that we don't have anything like that yet, so that are brand new concepts or brand new books. So that way we can see a variety of things. But I wanted to just shout out some of our favorites that we have additional titles that are added to. So if you like Don't Tickle the Animal books, so like Don't Tickle the Hippo, Don't Tickle the Lion, we added Don't Tickle the Elephant and Don't Tickle the T-Rex. So those are 2 new ones. If you like the That's Not My series with all of the touchy-feelies, we have the new ones are Turtle and Deer. Those are brand new for our little guys. Also the Slide and See, which are again for little tiny ones. There's little sliding portions that are cardboard, super sturdy, all within the books. You can't tear them out or anything. We have some new Slide and See books, Pets and Things That Go. Tons of new little board books. They're really small, $4.99. They're the perfect storybook for our toddlers and under, because they have really bright and pretty pictures, and then there's just a little section of words on each page, so it can really keep them engaged, and it's not too many words that they just get bored. So those are awesome. There's new ones like Row, Row, Row Your Boat, The Friendly Little Dragon. I know there's tons more that just came out, so those are some of our top favorites. The sounds book, so if you like any of the Precious Sound or the Baby's Very First Sound books, there's new ones of those, like Orchestra, Things That Go, Pets, Garden, Play Hide and Seek. There's new ones, little coloring books, magic painting books, and then My Colorful Quiz. I wasn't able to get these because they're not out yet. They might be now, but they looked really fun. They're kind of like the My Colorful World, where you have to search and find. So one of them is like, find it'll show, let's say, a vegetable, and you'll have to pick out which one is also a vegetable, or color and pick out which one is a color. So they're really good learning things for our younger toddlers that I am so excited about. So without further ado, let's get started on our bingo. All righty. First number is number 16. All right, 16 is Otters versus Badgers. This is one that Miles, which is my 7-year-old, told me that this is his favorite book out of all these books that I got, actually. So this is a really fun one. Our story takes place on either side of a river. Otters live on one side, badgers live on the other. So it talks about how they do not get along, but one otter is different. She doesn't like arguments or unkindness. She does like baking and sharing. When emotions bubble over, can Francie's cookies save the day? So it talks about how they don't get along. And then you can see in the end if they decide to get along over some cookies. So that's a really fun new read aloud, good for any age. Next number 1. Sorry, I have to keep switching back and forth here. Number 1, this one is really neat. It's called Find Your Happy, another read aloud book, good for any age group, but it's by Emily Coxhead, she's the founder of the Happy News. I had to look that up. I wasn't aware of it, but it's all about feelings, and her big thing is having this newspaper that's about only happy things. So it's all about positivity, and obviously you're going to have lots of rainbows and fun colors. So I love feeling happy. It's a wonderful thing. Woohoo! It makes me want to laugh, sing, dance, and smile. But it's hard to feel happy all of the time. Sometimes I feel sad, angry, or worried. When I feel this way, there are things that I do to brighten my day. So it's going to talk about how to find your happy, even when you're having these different feelings. So again, I know I have kids and they have feelings, and sometimes they're big, and things like this in books can really help us get through the day. I feel sad or things aren't going right. I talk to someone I trust and give them a great big hug. So super cute. Find Your Happy, a good book about positivity and learning about your emotions and what you can do when you have different ones come up throughout the day. Number 8. It was out of order. Okay. Number 8 is A See Inside the Microscope. Okay. I've told you before, nonfiction is our jam over here. So this one is super exciting. It is called See Inside is the group of books it's under. So if you like anything that you see in here, there's a bunch of other titles in the See Inside. So it is a lift the flap book, and there are tons of flaps on each page. I love that you can see real pictures of what inside of a microscope might look like. And you're going to have all of these bits and pieces of really neat information on each page. Some living things are so tiny that before microscopes, no one even knew they existed. So again, you're going to look at different slides that would be on a microscope. If you get a cut or a scrape, you can use a more powerful antiseptic wash to stop germs from getting in it. Head lice like to live in people's hair. They bite you to drink your blood, leaving itchy bites. Their eggs are known as nits. Special combs can remove lice. So again, this is going to be for our older kiddos. I would say anywhere from 7 and up. But if they like nonfiction, if they like bits and pieces of information, water bears grip onto algae with tiny claws as they graze. Then it's going to talk more about them. So tons and tons of flaps to lift on each page. So these are super neat. Okay, next number 17. Oh, another really cute and fun read aloud, and we're going to have sloths in it again. I think we've already had one book with sloths in it, so this one is kind of silly. The Upside Down Detective Agency. Super fun, colorful pictures. I love when they use the word bubbles to talk. So it says, "Stop thief, someone has stolen the diamond warp drive from Lady Velocity's speed race car. Without it, she'll never win the big race. Can super sleuthing sloths Stan and Stella crack the case? Maybe with a helping hand. Hey reader, that's you." So it's an interactive crime caper with lots of clues to find and spot. So there's things for your readers to do as we read along. Wow, it's Lady Veronica Velocity's Speed, the famous race car driver. What's the matter, Lady V? Someone's stolen the diamond warp drive from my super speedy race car. Without it, I won't be able to win today's big race. We can help. Let's see. So it says, you have to find things. We'll need our magnifying glass and notepad. So you'll have to search through on that page to find those. So again, it's like a search and find with a fun little case to solve. All right, let's see how we're doing over here. I wish I was able to put these two screens next to each other. I need like a double monitor or something to help. Okay, number 12 is our next book. All right, speaking of happiness and emotions, now we're going to get into politeness. So we're going to talk about manners in this book, and I couldn't be more excited. I think this one's hilarious. I think it goes into explaining what manners are really well and funny and relatable. This is little Waddlington town just by the sea. It looks so sweet and charming, as pretty as can be, but it's full of naughty penguins with a dreadful attitude. They're squawky, they're smelly, they're really very rude. Meet the hurly-burly Gintos, always in a rush, shoving, braying, bumping as they hurry for the bus. The rockhoppers are arguing, they love to interrupt, while the chinstraps barge around being snappy and abrupt. So we're going to talk about who they are, what they're doing that's not quite nice. And then we're going to talk about how they figure out what manners are and how to be polite to each other. So a really fun book with penguins to learn about politeness. All righty. Are we following along so far? Number 19. Okay, I'm super excited about this book, and this book is gigantic. So it's called Everything Under the Sun, and look how big it is. It's really heavy. Okay, so this one, I made a note about it. It's from a podcast, which was made to answer questions from curious children around the world. So there's 366 questions and answers from experts in all different, a variety of fields about all of these kind of crazy questions. What was the first dinosaur ever? What was the smallest dinosaur? What was the biggest dinosaur? What are paints made of? How do you make colors? One way to create colors is by taking colored stones from the ground and grinding them up. A wonderful example is a stone called lapis. I can't say these. It's a summer night sky blue, sometimes with delicate gold streaks in it. And it has been mined in Afghanistan for thousands of years. So again, we just have all of these really cool, just kind of curious kid questions, and it goes through and it talks about answers to them. Why are trees important? How do our eyes see? Why do bubbles pop when you touch them? Who invented music? Where does fire come from? Why is fire sometimes blue? Why do fish glow in the dark? How did zones of the ocean get their names? How is gravity made? Why are some beaches stony and some sandy? Why do I have to go to sleep? What are teeth made out of? Why do cats purr? Why do dogs wag their tail when they're happy? So curious kids, I know we just talked about some people that like questions and just general knowledge was in that one of those first videos that we saw already in the party. And I think it's so important and it's so fun for kids to learn little tiny factoids here and there about all sorts of random facts, so they could just rattle them off to anybody they want to talk to. Okay, I'm just going to review the numbers that we have so far. So we have 8, 19, 12, 1, 17, 16. Those are our numbers so far. All right, number 5. This boy can be anything. I just love how we're all the time adding within Usborne Books and More, all the time adding things about really important, just self-awareness and being positive and manners and all those sorts of things. So this one is about this boy can be anything. And then there's a girl version as well. So I obviously got the boy one because I have all boys. Meet Billy. He's ready for anything, and he always bounces back, even when things don't go quite as planned. It celebrates different qualities and emotions that coexist in all of us and will encourage every child to be exactly who they want to be. I am Billy, and I'm ready for anything. Sometimes I'm a race car driver, sometimes I'm an engineer, but mostly I'm a superstar. I'm Billy, and I'm ready for action, but not today. Today, I am not very ready at all. So I have a little cry. Dad says, "You're still my superstar." And you know what? I feel a little bit better after that. So it kind of talks about all of the fun adventures that kids have in their heads throughout the day, especially when they're reading books and they're learning about things that they didn't even know about, didn't even know existed. But really fun one to kind of let your kid know that they can be anything. Yes. Thank you, Danny, for sharing those numbers for Brittany. So 5 was the last number that I called. All right. Number 6. All right. This is a brand new chapter book series called Leo's Map of Monsters. So this one, we saw a little bit of a peek inside while we were watching one of those first videos. It says, when Leo opens his assignment envelope on his 9th birthday, 2 words stare back at him: top secret. But before he has time to ask any questions, he's whisked away beyond the village wall to meet his new boss, the Guardian. As the Guardian's apprentice, he must protect the village from the monsters that lurk in its surrounding forest. Armed with a slingshot, magical stones, and a strange map, Leo is given his first mission: to do battle with an angry armored Gortusk. So we're going to have a few pictures. This one did say ages 7 and up. So the text on here is still pretty big, which I like. And I like how there are some pictures. So I know it's black and white on the pictures, but it still makes it really fun. So if you've got anybody who's into kind of like mythical things or adventures, this will be really fun. I know my boys are super excited about it. Oh, yay, Yvonne, you have bingo. That's awesome. All right, our first bingo winner. I think I wrote everybody's down. Let's see. 6, 8, yes. 16, yes. 17, yes. And 19. Yay, Yvonne, you got it. So Yvonne, go ahead and text me which book that you want out of those 5. So that way you get first pick of what you want. And we'll keep going because there's going to be more winners. So I have not read this one yet. So I've heard it's not scary, but it's definitely an adventure. So there are 4 in this series, so you can buy them one at a time, or you can get the whole series together, which does save you some money. So I like that. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, here we go. Number 2. 2 is 24 Hours in the Jungle. All right, so this one is Explore the Heart of Borneo's Rainforest with twins Ellie and Danny. Find out how planting trees can help endangered animals and why dung beetles are important for a healthy jungle. Then come face to face with one of the world's rarest cats. So it's kind of more of what it would look like if you were in the jungle or the rainforest. And it talks about kind of like what a day looks like for someone whose job is field research camp. So we're going to have, again, lots of word bubbles. We're going to talk about different things in this forest. There are so many different trees. How do you choose which to grow? Good question. Biodiversity is one of the most important things to consider. Scientists use canopy walkways to study life in the treetops. So we're kind of going through this scientist day and what they do and why they do it. There's their field notes. Talks about some of the different animals they encounter. There's a bird survey. So this one says at 9:30 a.m. So again, we're kind of going through and walking through their day. I love how it's almost graphic novel style. So we still have the bright pictures and we're going through in our little word bubbles to read through. So super cool. There's another one in this series, 24 Hours in Space. So if that looks interesting to you, that one is really cool. Number 7. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about these. So this is just one in the series. There are four that came with this one. It's from the School of Monsters, which is a series of books for early readers, beginning readers. It's probably one of the most beginning reader type books that we have, but this is called Learn and Play. So it is a learning workbook. I can get this sticker off. And I think these are just perfect. So it's for 3 to 5-year-olds. This one is letters. And we're going to go through each page and they're going to have a place to color. They'll color in the letters. They'll trace and write the letter A. They'll trace the patterns, pre-writing patterns. They're going to circle the uppercase letters, search and find, and then circle the lowercase letters here. And so they'll go through that for all of the letters. And then at the end, there's going to be a tracing page. We're going to match. And letter detective. Color the letter when you find it and cross it off the list. And then color by letter. Match the letter with the picture. I spy. What's my sound? So again, we are going to absolutely love these. So I have a 3-year-old right now, and I'm just telling you, he's going to be a bit of an adventure when it comes to schoolwork. He is not interested in learning at all, and my other 2 were super excited about it. So these are really going to be great. So we started on the shapes. There's also words and numbers. And the shape one is really cute too. So you can purchase this set all together with all 4 of them, or you can buy them individually. So then this one, again, you can trace the word up here, trace the circles, draw your own, and then find and color them in. Yes, I think these would be great for a classroom. But again, any preschool age, these are great. And I love just how big they are, because some activity books are just too small and they don't have the dexterity to work that in, such a small space. So if you've got preschool age kids, those are awesome. Number 14. Okay, a brand new series called Find and Speak Spanish. So this one is called Los Números, which is numbers. And it's super basic. There are several other ones. I don't know if it tells me on the back here, but I know there's colors, I believe. I don't remember. Anyway, so it's going to tell you one, and it's how to say, and then the one in Spanish is uno, and how to pronounce it at the bottom. And then you're going to find the one. Encuentra el uno. Find the one. Two, dos. Encuentra el dos. Find the two. So super basic, but introduction to Spanish with those fun books. Okay, number 13. Oh, this was a good one. All about worries and fears. So, yay, Michelle has bingo. Go ahead and text me which book that you would like from the ones that we've seen so far from year 5. And let's see, Michelle, I know I wrote it down. 8, 13, perfect. 6, 1, there's the 6, there's the 1, and 19, yes. Okay, all about worries and fears. So this is an addition to some of our other all about ones. We have all about families, all about feelings, all about friends, all about worries and fears, all about diversity. So these books they're just fantastic. This book is about recognizing, understanding, and managing anxiety, and it's designed to be shared with young children. At the back of the book, you'll find lots more ideas for how to help your children learn to manage their anxieties and become more resilient. There's also advice how to tell when your young child is overly anxious and when you should speak to professional help. So it's going to talk about what are worries and fears, what do they like, why does this happen, growing worries and fears, breathe, talk to someone, get busy. So we're going to have lots of words and lots of information. So this wouldn't be the perfect book for a toddler as far as thinking we're going to sit down and read it through together all at once, but it's definitely something that for any age you can have, and you can kind of start talking about those things when worries and fears do start coming up. What are they? Everybody sometimes worries. A fear is when someone feels scared or afraid or frightened, but not everyone feels afraid of the same things. Here are a few things that some people find a little scary, but others don't mind or even like. Being away from somebody, the dark, loud noises, spiders and bugs. What worries and fears feel like? They feel like a huge bag on my back weighing me down, like an itch I can't scratch, like I'm trying to walk through sticky mud, like I have a washing machine inside my tummy. So it's, again, figuring out ways to talk through some of these hard things and figure out how can we work through this. Make or do something, go outside, friends and family, let them go. So my oldest really liked, this is actually from a different book we're going to look at next, but it talks about it here too. Scribble a picture of what your worry feels like, then scrunch it up and throw it away in the trash. So we're going to help each other out, and it has notes for you in the back. So these are fantastic, but I'm so excited about that new one. Okay, number 18. The Fire Star. So this is a brand new chapter book. There are 2 in this series. The other one is The Wolf's Howl. Made with a plan, a squire with a secret, a missing jewel, a kingdom in turmoil. Maven and Reeve have 3 days to solve the theft of the Fire Star. If they don't, they'll lose everything. This could be a complete disaster or the beginning of a friendship. The best-selling author A.L. Tate is back with the intriguing story of 2 unlikely allies and a mystery to solve that could change their lives. So we're not going to have any pictures in this one. but this one's going to be a really awesome mystery to solve. So my oldest is super excited about this one. I would say definitely for above 8, or if you've got a really avid reader. So this author also has the books, the Book of Secret and the Book of Answers with Usborne. So super excited about that new one. Okay, number 10. Oh, where are my phonics books fans out there? So we have a couple of brand new phonics books. This one is called Cockatoos on a Cruise. So our phonics books, if you buy them separately, are paperback books, and they all have such bright and colorful pictures, and they're awesome. Awesome rhymes to follow along. Bruce and Sue are at the docks. They're going on a cruise. Their nephew Lou is coming too. This way, please, cockatoos. Woohoo, shouts Lou, who's only 2. Stay by my side, says Sue. They reach their cabin. What of you? Bruce turns around. Where's Lou? They head on deck. He can't be far. A cry comes from the pool. Look, Lou is splashing passengers. Hey, you, don't play the fool. So, super fun rhyming phonics books. Those are definitely a favorite at our house. Alrighty, we've got to have more people getting close to bingo. Number 3. All right, this is a brand new series called Busy Day, and there are several in this one. This one is Busy Day Vet. So you're going to lift the flaps and do it too. So it's called an action playbook. Tick tock, it's nearly cheep, cheep, cheep. Time to get up. Let's get dressed. I think this one is super fun. So you put on the clothes, scrub top, scrub pants, shoes, and so you get them all dressed up. So fun flaps to make this interactive. The waiting room is busy. Who's first? Hello, Buster. Time to listen to Buster's heart. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. So it's like your kiddo is being able to be the little vet and help all of these animals. Don't lick your stitches. This will help, so you get to put it on for him. So there's also Busy Day athlete, firefighter, chef, and astronaut. So it's geared for ages 2 and up, and it introduces the world, and it boosts motor skills, which is always a really good thing. Thank you, Danny. Danny is on it with all of the numbers. Number 9. Oh, the Usborne Life Cycles is also a brand new series. There's the life cycle of the tree is also in this one. So one little frog has just laid some eggs. Discover their incredible journey as they grow from tiny blobs of jelly to hopping, croaking frogs. There are lots of holes to look through and lots of things to spot along the way. So these ones have these beautiful little die cuts in them so you can peek through and kind of see what are we going to see on the next page. A little green frog is swimming in a pond. She has just laid 1,000 eggs. All frogs begin as blobs floating in jelly. So here's some more little peek throughs that we can see on the next page. And so it's going to go through the little life cycle of how the how the tadpoles turn into frogs. So super cute, new One Little Frog Lifestyles book. Life Cycles book. Can't talk today. Number 20. I'm starting to hear all sorts of fireworks at my house. Bingo, Danny, yay! Thank you for keeping all the numbers for us. And I'm so glad that you got a bingo too. So go ahead and text me which one of these books that you would like to have, and we'll do one more bingo winner after this. So next one to tell us bingo. This one is Why Do We Need Trees? So this is also one of our Lift the Flap series. It's called the first question and answers. There's also just question and answers books as well. And these are going to have tons of flaps to lift with lots of neat information to find. So these ones can be anywhere from 2 to 3-year-olds. They're going to have little bite-sized pieces of information to go through and talk about how do trees keep us healthy. Trees make oxygen, a gas all living things need to survive. We take in oxygen every time we breathe. Tree bark and leaves can also be used to make important medicines. So one thing about any of our Lift the Flap books that I always like to recommend is that when you get a Lift the Flap book, that you kind of go through and help open the flaps before your little one opens the flaps, because sometimes they get a little bit stuck and I'd rather you open them gently. I always try to use the next page and kind of fold it a little bit, and it helps it pop right out. Super easy. So really cool bite-sized pieces of information about why do we need trees. The fastest growing trees can grow 8 meters, 26 feet taller in 1 year. So lots of cool facts. Okay, let's see. Number 4. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This one is Little Helpers Grocery Day Sort and Play. Megan, yes, I was wondering if this was on everybody's list. So Megan is our last winner. Let me know which book you would like. This one has the pieces of felt that are in this little compartment that stores all of them. We also have Little Helpers, the Laundry Day Sort and Play. So what you'll do is to play sort out the felt groceries and choose what to buy. Then press and smooth the pieces into position. So you'll take them out of this little compartment here, set them aside, and then it'll talk about, here we go to the grocery store. Fruits and vegetables piled high. What's on our list today? 2 red apples and 3 green pears. Let's put them on the scale to weigh. So you'll look through and find your pieces and put them on. And you get to weigh them on the scale here. So these are not like the stickers, so they're not going to stick super great. They will kind of obviously come off, but they definitely do stay. And then you'll go to the next. We'll need some bread, 2 small round rolls. You'll find through all the pieces. I know I can't show you all the pieces. I can find them. It's probably still in the front. But you'll pick out what they said, and then the pink cupcakes. Oh, that's the rolls. It's hard to do with one hand. There's the pink cupcakes. There's the rolls. Andrea, too. Oh, my gosh. Okay, well, you can have a bingo, too, Andrea. Text me which book that you want to pick from your 5. Okay, so then you'll add all of your things. I know these aren't right, but you'll add them to your spots. It says cereal and honey, and you'll get to play this over and over again. Put the groceries in the back. I am so excited. My 3-year-old loves this, and it's super interactive and fun. I am so glad that they added to this series. So that one is the Little Helpers Grocery Day Sort and Play. So cute. Okay, so I'm going to go through the last ones here. Number 15. Oh my gosh. If you have not seen one of our life-size books, these are fantastic. They have gigantic pictures. This book is huge, but it's going to show you life-size pictures of baby animals. So let's see. This one has, in fact, the babies are so tiny and so tucked away in the front pouches of these life-size mom honey possums. There they are over here. Wow, you are looking into the eye of a life-size baby blue whale, the biggest baby in the world. When they are born, blue whales are already the same size as an ambulance, and they grow up to be as long as 2 buses. So this is the actual size of a baby flamingo. Look at a life-size red panda, life-size baby rays. And they just have some really neat, cool facts to go along with them. There's a life-size baby golden snub-nosed monkey. And then the elephant one at the end, I can't show you. It's too exciting. You'll have to get it. But it has included a big, giant fold. So you can see this huge life-size baby elephant in the back. Double fold opening. So we are super excited about learning all of the new things about sizes of babies. All right, Miss Molly's School of Confidence is our last one, number 11. And it was so cute. My oldest, who's 9, he goes, oh, that one is for me, the School of Confidence, because it's just a phase that every kid goes through, and confidence is one of them. So this one, we also have Miss Molly's School of Kindness, which is another great one in that series. Meet Rosie Rabbit. She is shy and scared of many things. Rosie doesn't like playing outside. What if I get my paws dirty? Or going to new places? What if no one likes me? Or trying new activities? Do you want to turn? I don't think I'll be able to do it. So it talks about how she's so worried and anxious and doesn't like to try new things. And we talk about being positive and our negative thoughts. And this one is where you throw them away. So you write it down. Write down things like, I'm hopeless at, I can't do, I don't like my, and you throw those thoughts away. So it's going to have really fun, neat ideas. It's okay to make mistakes. Rosie felt ready. She climbed into the boat. So you'll go through Rosie's journey and how she is feeling confident after she learns all of these things. Being calm helps you to let go of all the things that are worrying you, says Miss Molly. To feel calm, try doing just one simple thing, like watching a blade of grass. Or you could look up at the branches of a tree waving in the wind, or an insect crawling along a leaf. So, super cute. I love all of the Miss Molly School of books. Okay, so that was the last one. Thank you everyone for watching and hanging out with me on our book bingo. I love showing you all of these brand new books. I hope you liked seeing them. Please stay here. We're going to hop over. There's only 2 more posts, I believe, and they're super quick. Then you can do your survey. But I just wanted to remind you that I hurried and quick to get this party together today, so that way you guys can still take advantage of the sale. So the sale is on everything site-wide. Even all of these new titles are included in the sale. And the only things that are not are like the customer specials aren't going to be another 15% off. And then the internet specials are also not included. But there are so many of those customer specials and internet specials, so make sure you check that out. But if you want to take advantage of the 15% off, during this party, you have to get your order in by tonight at 11:59 p.m. And that's Central Time, not Eastern or any other times in that you might be. So that is Central Time. So make sure you go ahead and get your order in tonight so that you can be entered into our grand prize drawing. So hopefully you can pick out a stack of books like these just for yourself. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start the party. So stay with me. We are almost done.